Hello and welcome to another Q&A. If you stick to the end, you will show you a little room tour of our apartment. 4 vegan souls live here, plus a vegan dog, so stay tuned till the end and let's get right into your questions.
Yeah, come give me the veggies, give me the fruits. Give me the greens, give me the roots. What? Give me the seeds, give me legumes. Come on, I got what you need, I'm giving you truth. I'm a V.
What do you think about soy? Soy is a great healthy legume. Eat it, and there are so many misconceptions about soy because it's a real threat to the meat industry because they're making soy-based substitutes and the meat profit decreases so much. So they came out a couple of years ago with so many manipulated studies saying, oh, soy is so bad, you get man boobs, or it decreases testosterone, you get female, and it's full of estrogen and all this stuff what is now in so many people's heads. And that is all not true. Yes, they have phytoestrogens, but they are 10,000 times weaker than estrogen. And where do you find estrogen, the active sexual hormone? You find it in meat and dairy. And that is what you should avoid. And soy is actually good because the phytoestrogens blocks the estrogen receptors. Thus, external estrogen can't get into the cells so easily. So eat soy. Numerous studies show that people with breast cancer and other cancer forms, if they consume soy products daily, like tofu, soy milk, soy yogurt, their cancer gets better because the phytoestrogens are beneficial. Plus, soy has a super good amino acid profile, lots of protein, plus so many other essential nutrients. So I would definitely include this healthy legume. I like to eat soy milk, soy yogurt, tofu, tempeh, and yeah, other soy products, but these are my staples and I include them, I love them. You can make so much with them, like soy, normal soy, tastes like nothing really. That's why a lot of people say, oh, it tastes like nothing. Yeah, but you can, that's a good thing about it because you can do so much with it. Like you can put it in a dessert, you can make tiramisu out of it, you can make a bolognese out of it. It's all the flavoring and the seasoning, and it's just a healthy staple which you can make so much out of it. So be creative and include this healthy legume. And if you don't want to eat it for some reason, then don't eat it, then just make sure to eat other legumes. Why do you do so many Insta stories? Because I love to create and so many people are watching, and that's really, you know, I can form a good bond between the viewer and myself and fill you into my life and be real, because only post, you know, it's not so personal, and stories allow me to give you a good insight of my life, and don't take it too seriously because it will vanish after 24 hours. So I can make funny stuff and don't be too, oh, it has to look good, it has to fit into the feed. No, I can just create and be authentic and fun and play around, and you know, rather more, and some people watch it and have get a lot of benefits out of it than very short stories or very little stories, because people who don't care, they don't watch it, or you can just click through it and only watch what you want to see. But a lot of people, they really love my stories. I get so good feedback. I'm doing this for them, to help people, to show people how to live a healthy vegan life, and that I am a normal person, and that's why I love to create. And if you don't like it, then skip it or don't watch it. What is your favorite snack? Depends what I'm feeling like. If it's hot and warm, I crave ice cream, and often it's a vegan bar with dates and nuts and cacao, and it always depends. But I would say my most often go-to snack are fruits, because they're so diverse, they're so healthy, and they're just, you know, nature's fast food. An apple is just ready to eat. A ripe banana is just ready to eat. You grab a bag of grapes, they're ready to eat. Kiwi, I don't even peel them because the skin is healthy. I just eat them, so fruits. Do I really need a gram of protein per pound of body weight? It's impossible for me to get so much. I've been sitting around 100 grams a day. Well, let me check how much 1 pound is, because we here in Germany have the metric system, which makes much more sense. So 1 pound is about 1.5 kilograms. No, hell no, you don't need so much protein. It's not necessary, it's not beneficial, and it's even harmful. So I wouldn't eat so much protein. A good recommendation, I go here for kilograms, is 1 gram per kilogram body weight. The normal recommendation is 0.8 gram per kilogram body weight, but if you want to build muscle, then a little bit extra is good. So I would go for 1 gram per kilogram body weight. And you're saying 100 grams, that sounds excellent. That is all you need, you don't need more, and that is probably already too much, so don't you worry. Where can I search for healthy and protein-rich veg recipes? Get my ebook, link in bio. Plus my food channel, Vegans Food on Instagram, and you know, Google is your best friend. Just type in healthy, protein-rich veg recipes or whatever you looking for, and you find so much. We're living in an age where we have too much abundance, you know. You find so much if you're looking for something, so just look for it on Google and see what attracts you the most and go for these recipes. Plus hashtags on Instagram, you can find everything, and so many channels, you can follow them, they only do recipes, so there's so much out there. I know you need amino acids to build muscle, but do you need amino acids, BCAA powder or pill supplements in order to do so? Or is it just harder without those supplements? And also, are they vegan? I've heard that how they are made are not vegan friendly. Not all BCAAs are vegan, some are made out of feathers, but most are synthetic. You know, BCAAs, it's just 3 amino acids, leucine, isoleucine and valine, and they're not needed for building muscle at all because you can find them in foods, but if you don't eat so much food, and they can certainly help, especially the 1 amino acid leucine, it is in BCAAs, and it is not so much found in vegan food and also not so much found in animal products. So studies show if you're eating high amount of leucine, that will spike your protein synthesis and thus you gain a little bit more muscle. But then there are other studies that show that it's linked to IGF-1 growth, so the factor for cancer growth. Probably it's a good thing that in vegan food there isn't much leucine, but for building muscle it can boost a little bit, but you know, it's just a tiny percentage. You know, the big thing is eat well, train well and regenerate well. That makes up over 95% of your progress, and and that's what you should focus on, you know, because you want to get the most out of it. And if you focus on the 5% things and put all your energy in there, like, oh, what supplement, how can I improve, then you're wasting time because you're only getting so little out of it. But okay, is my blend really working? Do I make progression? Do I eat enough? Do I regenerate enough? That will make the difference. So don't you worry, you don't need BCAAs, they can help, but it's not necessary at all. Where are you from? I don't know, I'm from planet Earth, called human being, living on Mother Nature, which is destroyed by other humans, and it's horrible what we're doing to the nature and wildlife. And I'm living in Berlin, Germany. You can probably tell by my accent. I try to get rid of it, but it's hard, man, you know. I think I speak like a real American, but then people say, yeah, your German accent is so strong, but I try to improve, and you know, but at least you understand me. That's all what matters, isn't it? Any good ideas how to keep food fresh? Can I do everything in the freezer? Oh, and which veggies better cook on which not? Thank you. Yes, freezing is great. If you're having ripe bananas, freeze them, because when you freeze them, or veggies, you don't have to worry about it. You can eat it tomorrow, in a month, even in a year, and they're still fresh. The nutrients are maintained, they're not getting lost. It's because it's frozen, and it keeps things fresh, and it has a much longer durability. So I love to freeze greens, you know, that I put in my smoothies. I love to freeze bananas. I love to freeze stuff that I know I won't eat for the next days, or bread often, because you can just toast it and it is fresh. So freezing is a good thing. I hope you have a good big freezer that is necessary. And other things, oh, there's so many hacks how to keep things longer fresh, but I would just, you know, don't buy too much. I go grocery shopping every week, so 1 week is a good ratio to eat all your fresh produce, so you don't have to worry, oh, I can keep it even fresh longer, because 1 week is just a good ratio. I think a lot of things like nuts, seeds, whole grains, legumes, they last for so long, but your fresh produce, I would eat it for in the next week and then get new one, so that's how I do it. And which are better, cooked or frozen? There are studies that show that, for example, when you blend it, the bioavailability is so much bigger, because the cells of of the nutrients, they are broken, and that's what you achieve by chewing, but you could never chew as well as a blender. So by blending something like a carrot, the nutrients are so greatly released, and the spinach and everything, the cell walls are broken open, and they say, come and absorb me, and chew well, always chew well. That's a good thing to improve absorption and digestion and gas, that you don't swallow so much air. And then blended is a great thing, and for some foods also cooking, for actually a lot of foods, that increases absorption, like the carotene in carrots, it's really increased by cooking. The, I don't know which nutrient in tomatoes are really increased by cooking, and it's much better to digest. Of course, some nutrients die by cooking, like vitamin C is very sensitive, it dies off by 45 degrees or so. But the bioavailability of many nutrients, because the cells are broken, gets much bigger, so often the benefit is bigger of cooking something, of the absorption rate, than the nutrients that are lost. So find a good mix of raw and cooked foods and blend something up as well and chew well. Hey my brother! Are you into juicing? If you are, would you recommend juice fasting? I never did a juice fast, I don't have a juicer, and as Michael Greger says, juice versus smoothie, which one is better? Smoothie, because when you juice, you strip away all the fiber, and the fiber is actually super important for you and also for the absorption. So blended, drink the smoothies rather, because then there's nothing stripped away. You juice a lemon and all the fiber and some nutrients and stuff is all stripped away, and you're only drinking the juice, and you get a quick blood sugar rise. And if you're drinking rather the smoothie, then you have all the fiber, and it's much more gradual, and you don't get so hungry so fast, you actually have more calories, you don't waste stuff. Of course, when you juice, you can take the waste and feed it to your dogs or something, but I would go for smoothies, because I don't have a juicer and I don't want to waste things, and I know this fiber is super healthy for me, so I go for smoothies. When are you done bulking? What do you do then to build the muscles? I'm lean bulking, that means I'm in a slight caloric plus, because then you have a positive nitrogen balance, and when you eat in a caloric plus, you can build muscle easily, more easy, like this. I explained that in much more detail in another Q&A, here this one. But when I'm done bulking, I think in a couple years maybe, when I have my dream physique, and then I will shred down to a lower body percentage and maintain, and maybe do other sports more like CrossFit and stuff. But you know, I want to get bigger, I want to build more muscle, because I want to show people, you know, like now I'm average, I have some muscle and I look good, and it's crazy when you see my transformation, because I was a super skinny guy and I built it all on a whole plant-based diet with only blends, 100% vegan. But I'm not looking huge, I'm not, oh, this guy is really, you know, I want to get bigger, that, whoa, you achieved that but only blends, whoa, and people, oh, does he take steroids? You know, I want to be even bigger, not like crazy big, but bigger, yeah. So I think maybe in 2 years or so, let's see how the progression works in the gym, and then I will have a lower body fat percentage, because you look so much better on it and it's healthier. Well, I'm not obese now. It's also healthy what I'm doing, but it just looks better, and you know, you get that Insta likes. But anyways, yeah, I don't know when. You know, I go with the flow. Stay tuned here and on my Insta channel, and I will keep you posted. And now I end this Q&A. Thanks for these questions. Now, as promised, thank you for sticking to the end. I will show you our vegan apartment. Welcome to MTV Crib to Vegans. So this is where Philip sleeps. That's in the daytime our couch, and at night his bed. This is our winter garden where we hang our clothing to dry and shoot a lot of pictures. Here's photo equipment. Here's my treadmill desk where I just recorded the video, and where I do steps and use it as a standing desk to get shit done. Here is a stick which I pick and stretch and open up my chest. Soft box right here. A lot of stuff that we need right here. We're all living minimalistic, but you know, we're just 4 people and some stuff is just required, like my lenses and tripods. Here's our kitchen. You know, all the fruits stacked here and more fruit stacked here. And this is one fridge, because we have 2 fridges, one here and one here. And you hear some clothing, And here we stack up with all the staples of whole grains, nuts, seeds, legumes. And here and here. And there's the bathroom, nothing special. And here you walk in, put your stuff here. Here's our bedroom, green screen, soft boxes. This is all Scorpion Mind's clothing and a mirror. Here am I sleeping, because I like to sleep on the floor. Here's Scorpion Mind sleeping with Kiwi, and Kiwi always switches back and forth. This one is the room of my other roommate, Julian.
Hi, I'm Julian.
Here, this is Julian.
Yeah, hi.
No, it's not. He's using his room so I can make this Q&A. And yep, that's it. Thanks for watching until the end, and I catch you in the next Q&A. Peace! And you want to see our great view? This is Berlin, city life. Real shit, y'all. Peace out.